Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. Let's start with the daily here with Bitcoin, where we are looking at our channeling. Again, of course, for the price position that we have here, the price is entering clearly and decisively the base channel toward the downside after, of course, a 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and the 3 waves up again finished as WX and a Y, and potentially that we have finished an A, a B, and a potentially wave C is unfolding here. Can be even a wave Y, meaning a large WX and a Y, meaning impulse correction impulse, that it can be, of course, a wave 2 as we have expected as well for our wave 2 in a shallow wave. And that means, of course, this wave 2 is the following form here. The first priority and the first option is unfolding so far with Bitcoin. After the 3 waves down, we might have a WX and a Y here for wave B. And we might get, of course, a form here of a wave Y, larger wave Y. Now, why it is much more higher probability that we are in a WX and a Y rather than the A, B, and a C? Preferably, of course, to call the WX and Y, because this wave B is very, very shallow, I would say. And you don't have really an impulse unless we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expanding diagonal, wave A, and then wave B, and then wave C towards the downside as a zigzag as well. Can be possible, of course, but then we have to take this as an expanding diagonal, which is very rare. But basically, WX and Y works the same, I would say, in a zigzag impulse correction impulse that it might hit, of course, our red zone here, taken from the timing of a wave 1 bull run here to give us the required time for a correction to finish up before we push, of course, towards the upside again in a bull run. That means, of course, Bitcoin is still correcting here, still in a bear market, and it might be the shallowest one in all those probabilities that we have for the bear market. But basically, of course, the wave B here as a regular flat requires, of course, continuation toward the upside. Now we are breaking the base channel again. So it's a red flag. We cannot say that we are going to continue with this scenario, which is drawn there. So basically, unless we get, of course, a clear rejection again from this base channel. Yep, so let's dive inside it and see what's going on the micro level here on the 1 hour chart. Well, basically, anyway, the target has been given and perfectly reached after a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And I have mentioned that this is still, of course, something as an impulse unfolding down there, despite that this wave 4 is very long and large in time, but still, of course, playing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 5. And of course, we took the perfect targets, wave 5, 1 to 1 fib level, 70k, 526 as expected for this wave 2 in several waves 5. Now, basically, a signal of strength even is still not given. I'm still in a red flag, I would say. No signal of strength, and that means, of course, further continuation toward the downside can be given even for an extension here, 1.618, 69k, $210. Meaning, of course, the wave 5 can extend still and can push toward the downside. Now, basically, since you have finished an impulse there, don't forget that we are looking at a W, X, and a Y here, finished wave B, or let's say 3 waves simply, and we're looking for other 3 waves toward the downside. And that means, of course, if this is your wave Y here in W, X, and Y, and that means, of course, this is an impulse, we might get a correction and then another impulse toward the downside again. For Bitcoin to reach our 0.38, don't forget this is a minimum requirement fib level for wave 2, but don't forget the timing that we saw also in the daily. So I would say that we might still get, of course, further lower prices and even much more time to unfold here the large wave 2 of this bull run that it might unfold next. So basically here on the 15-minute chart, I don't see even a proper wave 5. I see only expanding diagonal again, which is very rare normally, but it can be very possible. And it can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here impulse towards the downside that it can continue, of course, further for lower prices. So no signal of strength, guys. It's a signal of weakness, actually, especially after, of course, we mentioned that the base channel is broken and we are pushing impulsively toward the downside, and very likely that we have finished or we're still finishing here an impulse where you might still have even a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 there. And it might be, of course, a large WX and a Y that we mentioned also. In this case scenario, your wave Y has started, and that means, of course, a large zigzag towards the 50K for Bitcoin. That was it for Bitcoin, the daily analysis. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.